Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics. This is a video about modern professional bodybuilding and how I think that it's seen a massive decline in the quality of the average athlete competitions from really the 1990s. Things have definitely gone downhill in terms of the aesthetics of the physiques. On average, guys are probably heavier, bigger, but they don't necessarily look more muscular. There's a big difference. I think it's easy to mistake size for muscularity. Waists tend to be a little bit thicker in terms of the actual waist width, girth, and the belly. Whatever you may call it, human growth hormone belly caused by insulin, whatever. It's from hormone usage. Despite people saying it's from huge quantities of food, it's not. It's from something that bodybuilders are doing differently now than they were doing in the 1990s and before that. So wherever it may be, there are a few problems I think are really limiting the appeal of bodybuilding at the top level and making physiques generally look a lot worse than they used to. He's a young guy, he's in his mid-20s and he's put on a hell of a lot of muscle really quickly. I think it's affected his physique for the worst.
You really want to control this, think about that,
So you can't even control the stomach on the side poses.
I got a bum shoulder.
Modern bodybuilders, they can't do side chest properly, they can't do side triceps. Side triceps is the worst pose for modern bodybuilders because they can't hold the guts in. They can't keep the stomachs tight. They don't seem to have any separation between the bis and tris on the poses. I think they're using too much oil on their arms. Maybe not here for Dallas, but like certainly contest time, they're using site enhancement. I think it's really affecting the conditioning of the upper torso because the glutes are striated. How can you have striated glutes yet your physique is, your other parts of your physique are not conditioned? Your glutes are always going to be the last bit of your body that's going to get really lean, or for most people anyway. So we'll just carry on this video how he struggles to really hold in his stomach.
Move out the normal crap. Your little blow is how you do it too. Yeah.
So you should be able to go into that shot, right, lift. Roll out. There you go. Everything up.
Watch that leg.
I mean, you can see as well that any stomach shot, abs and thighs, for most bodybuilders, professional bodybuilders now, really poor shot because again they can't keep the stomachs in, and there seems to be a real lack of definition in most of the pro bodybuilders' stomachs. They don't appear to have defined abs anymore. It's all kind of blown out. It looks like the stomach's just been stretched, and any subsequent definition in the abdominals or obliques seems to have been lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what's forcing it.
Yeah.
Relax and just keep your hands straight. Don't pull it back.
Pat your arm.
And you know how you go ahead and rest for a minute. But you know how you're doing your front stance? Do that from the side, and then we'll alter it from there.
This is good though. This is what you need. You're going to keep doing this for the next month, 3 weeks, whatever else it is.
So just keep
Plays
like,
second behind Cedric McMillan. He should be ready. His posing should be on point. He should certainly be able to control his stomach. I think one of the guys watching, can't find it in the video, but he says something like, I know you're a little bit bloated now, but we can sort that out between now and the show. What's causing this bloating? You're coming in to do some posing. You're eating 4-course meal before you do your posing. It's the drugs that's causing this gross belly bloating. You can see here as well an interesting comparison between two shots. I don't know when the first one was, 4.5 years of growth. What's most interesting for me is he's always had a slight gap in his abdominals, and now it's even greater. The waist is ridiculously thick compared to what it was. It was fairly slim before, you know. It just looks like his stomach's been pushed out. It looks like there's too much stuff inside his stomach wall. Again, massive shoulders, which seems to be a common trend amongst modern professional bodybuilders. It's a huge reliance on shoulder girth, and that's seen by Justin Compton as well. You know, I kind of call these real new mass monsters. Both young guys, both under 30 years of age. They certainly don't look it though. I mean, this Justin Compton, this is his best show ever. He was probably his leanest here. But again, you can see that they're not keen on standing to the side because they don't quite have control of the stomachs. They don't really have any definition in the stomach, you know. But turn to the back and he'll have striated glutes. It's just baffling for me. Probably the most aesthetic bodybuilder out there. I don't particularly like his physique. I think his physique looks soft. He doesn't look strong. He doesn't look powerful. He looks like he's using oils in his arms come showtime. Again, he's got a bubble gut, even though he's one of the slimmer guys, one of the guys with the smaller waists. That's why I've chosen to show this video, because out of all the athletes, he probably has the slimmest waist. Yet it's still
last year. Looks good so far. Looks good.
It's still slightly curved. It doesn't stay tight. Doesn't flow very well. Just looks like the stomach is kind of blowing out his abdominal wall. I just don't get it, how you can be in shape yet have no definition on the arms. I mean, look at the gut. Like I said, this is one of the most aesthetic guys out there. No triceps whatsoever. None of these pro bodybuilders nowadays seem to have cut, defined triceps. It seems to be missing from the physiques. You know, I challenge you to try and find one top tier pro bodybuilder competing at the moment that has fantastic, well-defined triceps that are really visible on side shots, other than the obvious Rolly Winkler. You know, there are guys out there that have good triceps, but they don't seem to be that shredded, you know, in comparison to their glutes that are always on point. Then again, I also think the lighting has something to do with the issue as well. Guys don't look as good at these big shows because the lighting isn't as good as it used to be. So Dexter Jackson posing routine from the 2016 IFBB New York Pro. The lighting's really good. And this shows in his physique. You can see the details and striations that perhaps you wouldn't be able to see at the Olympia. You know, a very good lean conditioned physique. His gut always does appear to be slightly pushed out, but it's not so bad as a lot of the other athletes, and he's always in relatively lean condition. But in that video there, it's great, you know, great conditioning, certainly better than we can see at the Olympia and other shows. Now this is Doug Miller. He's supposedly natural, you know, whether I believe him or not, it doesn't really matter. The point that I'm trying to make is that he appears to be more conditioned and leaner in his upper torso than a lot of these pro bodybuilders, you know, that compete in the IFBB. Look at his shoulder striations, detail on his back. It's a better level than these top guys that are coming in at, you know, 260, 270 pounds. He's more conditioned. So whatever these guys are doing to get that size is really sacrificing the level of conditioning they can achieve, and I think that's really hindering the quality of their physiques. Now the last video that I want to show you, Dorian Yates in 1992, the year before he kind of blew up and became massive. He was obviously started a medal in human growth hormone or insulin in the mid-90s, but this year, you know, he had a fantastic physique. He was incredibly powerful looking. If you look at his calves and his forearms, it just gives the impression that he's more powerful. It's a much better physique than the physiques that I see now in terms of modern bodybuilding. So I'll just play the video. knows how to pose. He knows how to showcase his physique. That's a lot of hard, heavy training there. It's not to say a lot of the guys now don't train that heavy. I mean, most of them don't, but the likes of Dallas McCarver, he trains heavy. But I think the over-reliance on drugs from an early age is making the physiques look softer. The muscles don't look as impressive, they don't look as powerful, they don't have a commanding appearance to them, as we can see here with Dorian Yates. So make of it what you will, these are just my opinions. And I'm certainly not particularly happy with, you know, the pro scene at the moment, and I don't find it interesting or motivating to me. So let me know what you think. Put a comment in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more videos. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Stay strong.